firstly, I wonder whether you could just outline a little bit of background to the current transitional justice process in Côte d'Ivoire and what you see as being the main challenges for dealing with the past in this context.
Okay, thank you very much. As you said, I'm Zadi Patrick. I'm a specialist of peace building, but also currently I'm working as a regional coordinator for a program of civil peace service for a German NGO, RNF. But I come from Côte d'Ivoire, and as you know, Côte d'Ivoire experienced 10 years of civil war, and now we can say the war is over, but we have to deal with transitional justice. And we have a draft commission in Côte d'Ivoire, which unfortunately has a lot of difficulties to work in the field because the government only gives the money for the salaries, but not for activities. So that's the first big challenge. And also it has been very difficult for the government to also deal with the people, the former warlords who are now in the hierarchy of the army in Côte d'Ivoire, so that's another challenge. And so the population sees the process as a bit not going ahead because only supporters of Gbagbo have been jagged, and also Gbagbo is in the Hague with Blegude, and other people who could be also there as well are still in Côte d'Ivoire. So those are some of the challenges the Transitional Justice Program is facing currently in Côte d'Ivoire.
And within that response, you sort of imply that there are maybe different blocks or different sets of actors who might have differing perspectives on dealing with the past, either in terms of the process itself or in terms of the objectives of the process. So you make reference to the former President Laurent Gbagbo, and often the conflict is seen as being a division between his supporters and those of the current President Alassane Ouattara. But maybe you could say something about the different types of actors who are key in the process and the different perspectives they might have on dealing with the past.
Okay, other actors are also in Côte d'Ivoire. Very often we talk in terms of political parties because those are the main actors. So you have one, which is the oldest political party in Côte d'Ivoire, Parti démocratique de Côte d'Ivoire, and then you have also FPI, Front Populaire Ivoirien of Laurent Gbagbo, and you have the ruling party, RDR, Rassemblement des Républicains. So for PDCI, it's less difficult than FPI because PDCI is now allied with RDR, and they have a ruling coalition, which is Rassemblement des Républicains, Rassemblement des Oufouettistes. And I think for them, now the perspective is good because they are ruling the country, and also they have the power to protect some of the people. And in front you have the FPI, Gbagbo's party, which has been now weakened by the war in Côte d'Ivoire. And so for them it's very important that the leader comes back in Côte d'Ivoire, Laurent Gbagbo, and that no one else will be sent to the Hague. Now the case of one person is being discussed, which is the case of Simone Eivé Gbagbo, the wife of Laurent Gbagbo. The government said clearly that she won't be sent to the Hague, but she is not also being judged in Côte d'Ivoire. So she's still since 4 years in the north of the country. So the perspectives are very different, and also the challenges are also different. I'm sure the case of Simone Eivie Gbagbo is a real challenge for the ruling coalition now, and particularly for President Ouattara.
Yeah, and of course the role of the ICC in the transitional justice process, as you say, has been very contested, which the accused should be transferred to The Hague, who should be tried within Côte d'Ivoire, under national jurisdiction. That connects maybe to my final question, which is one of the role of international actors. Because not only do you have the ICC, and their role is very debated, but also you have the role of former colonial power France, and then obviously current international NGOs and activists who might be involved in the broader dealing with the past process. What kind of role do you see for international actors, and how do you perceive the challenges but also the possibilities that they might bring?
Okay, you are right. The ICC as independent institution is being questioned in Côte d'Ivoire, and there are reasons for that. But also there are organizations such as Human Rights Watch and I see also ICG. So those organizations could continue denunciating human rights violations in Côte d'Ivoire, and also the fact that hundreds of people are in jail without being tried and so on. One of them is Simone Eivie Gbagbo, a figure of the Ivorian politic, and also a big figure of FPI, Gbagbo's party. So I see the international community putting pressure on the ruling party, say, oh, now 4 years after being on power, why are those people still in jail? Why are they not being jagged and so on? So I see the international community in this role, but also organizations such as swisspeace with small programs also can discuss issues regarding transitional justice, organizing workshops and so on to sensitize people about what is transitional justice and how people can engage in the process and so on. So I see different roles for different organizations, and I think all together they could do something to help the country and to boost the process ahead. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your thoughts, and we look forward to following your own research work as well as your practical work in this area. Thank you.
Thank you very much.